Hi everyone, this is Focus on TV and my name is Absala. We are live here today in the Department of Political Science, Obafemi Awolowo University, with Professor Olufemi Mimiko, and we are going to be talking about the xenophobia. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you please give us a brief introduction about yourself?
My name is Femi Mimiko, MNI. Uh, I'm a professor in the Department of Political Science, Obafemi Awolowo University, which also happens to be my alma mater. And my research focus is comparative political economy, international relations, and strategic studies. My hobbies include ballpoint collection, photography, and gardening.
So, sir, what do you understand by xenophobia?
Well, xenophobia is basically uh, is a concept that captures fear, public fear of foreigners. Foreigner in the sense of people who really don't look like you, either in terms of their physical features, or in terms of being from other countries. It's a concept in exclusivity. It talks about they and us. So xenophobia basically speaks to the population that is scared or afraid, have reasons to be scared or afraid of outsiders or foreigners. That simply is what xenophobia stands for. It's not a new concept. And if you flip through the pages of history, you will encounter several incidences of xenophobia, usually often precipitating some form of instability, violence, dislocation of society, and what have you. So it's been with us for as long as you can imagine. The events in South Africa are just the most recent demonstration of of xenophobia.
So, like you mentioned, reports from South Africa about the one that happened about them attacking foreign nationals, and then report. One of my friends was telling me about an attack on Shoprite in Lagos. Like people were turning down the place, killing people, and all. I want to believe it was in retaliation to the attack in South Africa. Don't you think that is a kind of mental imbalance? Like people trying to retaliate because of what happened in South Africa, trying to destroy their company in Nigeria. What do you think about that?
Well, let's try to put it in context. As I mentioned a moment ago, xenophobia and xenophobic attacks is not a new thing. It's been happening in Europe and all of that. And you look at the history of the German Third Reich, the Nazis outing in Germany, you find evidence of xenophobic attack of all sorts. Uh, what makes the South African incident particularly despicable is the fact that you had very important officers of the state giving some semblance of recognition, endorsement of those xenophobic attacks on Nigerians and other Africans in that country. I listened to one supposedly by the deputy police affairs minister of that country. He was quite loud, justifying those violent attacks. I was also particularly stunned to listen to Thabo Mbeki, former president of South Africa, who actually was making some point about the attacks not being against credible Nigerians, but being against those who are engaged in criminal activities, which again was quite a surprise. Even if people engage in criminality, there should be processes put in place by the South African state to take care of all of that. That said, also must know that what happened in South Africa was a form of xenophobia. Because the interesting thing is that the anger of the South Africans, those who were on the streets, was against fellow Africans. Those attacks are not carried out on all categories of foreigners, foreigners of other nationalities, Caucasians, Asians, and all of that. We didn't have reports of the intensity of attacks that Nigerians, Zambians, Zimbabweans faced. So it was a form of anger against fellow Africans who were and are still in that country. Uh, as I said, it's despicable. There cannot be any justification for it. Uh, what happened in Lagos and a few other cities in Nigeria, again, was quite unfortunate. And I don't think it's something that should be supported for several reasons. Number one, if the South Africans did what we thought was inappropriate, you don't answer some form of mess with another layer of mess. You try to clean up the mess that you. So for Nigerians to go out there to attack what they presume to be South African business interests in Nigeria was not good enough. I don't think it what they did represented the general pattern of behavior of Nigerians. But we must understand the dynamics. We must understand the dynamics. We live in a country today in which citizens are hurting. The economic condition is quite challenging. Many of our young men and women are out there without anything to do. Condition of living is becoming too critical. A lot of people are frustrated. Several people are taking their own lives. And so when you have such a situation, a system that's already tensed up, all you need is a trigger factor before you find people on the street doing all manners of things. And so what you had in Lagos and other places where supposed South African interests were attacked was a demonstration of frustration.
With all that being said, what do you think could actually be like a solution or a way to stop this xenophobia? What do you think the governments of both countries and then international organizations like the African Union ought to put in place or to do to stop xenophobia?
Yeah, let's try to take them one after the other. In South Africa, there's no question about the fact that that official endorsement, as it were, even when it is thinly veiled, that official endorsement is good business for the South African state, for the ruling or the governing elite of South Africa, as represented by the African National Congress, which has found it difficult, if not impossible, to bring home the promise of a post-apartheid South African state uh, for several reasons, which time will not probably permit us to go into. The ANC government that has ruled South Africa since 1994, when apartheid crumbled, has not been able to bring home to the average South African the promise of that new era. And so, for that government, that ruling elite, xenophobia is a convenient blame of foreigners. It's a convenient way to explain away their failure to deliver. And so, from the point of view of the South African state, there must be a deliberate effort to expand economic opportunities to the black community in South Africa, such that some semblance of improvement in the quality of life of those people will be manifest. If they're able to do that and back that up with a deliberate campaign against this warped idea that the situation of the black community in South Africa continues to be bad because of fellow Africans coming to take their job. There must be a deliberate socialization process, deliberate campaign to ensure that that must not continue to be. But in the context in which leaders of the state actually find some ways of justifying xenophobia, may be a long shot to have. On the part of Nigeria, I that I sent out a tweet that Nigeria should indeed ask for a few things which are critical. That is the Nigerian government. Number one, we need to have a formal apology from the South African government. It's quite delightsome that that has been done. I understand a envoy of Cyril Ramaphosa met our president, and that apology was given. Uh, we need to see the South African government move against as many state officials as supported the Xenophobia campaign, especially the few ones we listen to, the junior minister of security or whatever. Such a person has to be brought to book. Indeed, I would have suggested Cyril Ramaphosa, if he's serious about what his apologies that he's giving, he should fire such a minister. And that would be a very strong statement that the government of South Africa does not support those attacks on Africans. Number three, the Nigerian government must insist on the arrest and sanctioning or punishment of as many people as could be recognized that participated in those orgy of violence against Nigerians and other Africans. And of course, a commitment has to be made that South African state will do everything possible to ensure a similar thing does not happen again. And finally, I believe people deserve to be compensated. Those whose businesses have been destroyed should be compensated. Families of those who have been slaughtered, I also think they should also be compensated. And of course, at the level of the African Union, as one pundit noted, these attacks are also a form of attack on the regional integration move that is going on the continent. We just endorsed the African Continental Free Trade Area, which is supposed to bring the whole of the continent together as a single market. Unfortunately, when one of the most powerful economies of the continent is behaving in this manner in relation to fellow Africans, raises a question about the appropriateness or the possibilities around and about the move in the direction of integration. So the AU must come out strongly to condemn it. I think they have done so. They must continue to approach the South African government on its toes on the need for it to discourage and actually campaign against xenophobia.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much for having me.
Guys, that was all on Xenophobia with Professor Mimiko, and it was a great time. This is still focused on TV, and I'm Abisola. Thank you so much.